Good morning. So today we're going to discuss the introduction to sequence and arithmetic sequence. Now let's have the session's objectives. So under the MELCs, the learner generates patterns. The first objective is generate and describe patterns and to find the next few terms of a sequence. Second, find the terms of a sequence given its general term or rule and vice versa. And third, illustrates an arithmetic sequence. Now, if we are going to define sequence, it is actually a list of items or objects arranged in sequential order. It follows a pattern or order. The order here is very important. Term is actually the number in a sequence. So each number that you will see in a certain sequence is called a term. Now there are types of sequence. The first one is the finite sequence, having first term and last term. So in this example, 1, 2, 3 up to a certain number n, the first term is 1 and the last term is n. While for the second, we have infinite without ending. So it is a sequence without ending. So here is the example, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity, as denoted by these three dots, also known as ellipses. Okay, next. Now, sequence can also be categorized as figure patterns and number sequence. So for the figure patterns, here are some examples. So the first one, the set of triangular numbers, wherein in the first you have only one marble, and then in the second you have 3 marbles, in the third you have 6 marbles, and then in the fourth you have 10. Okay, so this is called the triangular numbers. We also have square numbers. The first we have 1, which is actually obtained by multiplying 1 to itself. So this is actually 1 times 1. That's why it is 1. And then next we have 4. So since this is a square numbers, so this is obtained by multiplying 2 to itself. So that is 2 times 2, which is 4. Next, we have 9. This is obtained by multiplying 3 to itself. So that is 3 times 3. Okay, that is 9. And then we have 4 times 4. That's why this is 16. 4 times 4. So this is 16. So squaring numbers. Next. Now, we also have patterns like this, wherein the number of squares here in the first is, there are 2 squares. And then in the next, we have 3 squares. In the third, we have 4 squares. Of course, expect that in the next figure, there are 5 squares rather. Now, the next is finding the pattern. So this is similar to page 6 of your module. So on page 6 of your module, we have find the pattern. So we need to analyze first, study the pattern. Okay, we can use of the 4 basic operations. Okay, just like here in the example, we have 3. What happens to 3? To 6, no? From 3, so it's either we use addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So if we are going to add 3, so we have 3 plus 3 equals 6. And then doing the same pattern, we have 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. And then doing in the next, we have 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. And then we have 12 plus 3, we have 15. Okay, so meaning, what is the pattern? So the pattern therefore is what? Adding 3. So just like your in item number 1 of your module, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on page 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the pattern is adding 2. Okay. Next example.